This is the 2016 Chevy Malibu. It's a four-door, mid-size sedan. This one is all in black with cloth interior, and I really think it works well. It's just a gorgeous looking inside of this car. And the Malibu comes with a pretty decent sized back seat, which I found pretty comfortable to sit back in. I really like the look of the Malibu. You got some nice headlights and very angular taillights. But I really think it's the interior of this car that kind of excels. This one came in all black with cloth interior, and I really think Chevy did a nice job designing this car. Some of my favorite things are these angular lines on the dash, which I think are really nice, and then kind of a minimalistic center console with not too many knobs and buttons to interact with. And there's an indicator light on the lock button, which I thought was a really nice added touch. The Malibu has a decent amount of storage. Starting with the trunk, you get a pretty nice size back here. And the back seats do fold down, so you can take full advantage of all of this space. So to put the seats down, you pull on these two mechanisms in the trunk. I didn't pull too hard on this one, and it just came right off, which I hope is just this car and not all of them. In the front of the car, there are some nice places to store your cell phone. This is the one right below the center console. There's a second one near the armrest that I found pretty useful as well. And then there's a nice sized space inside the armrest, but nothing special in there besides just a bunch of plastic. I think the Malibu has one of my favorite key fobs. It's got a nice weight to it, and I definitely spent a little extra money making this feel nice in the hand. There's also some nice feeling buttons on the steering wheel to help you interact with the cruise control and some of the entertainment features in the vehicle. There's also a nice sized touchscreen in the center console that I found very easy to operate, and I really liked that there are actual physical buttons on the bottom of the screen to interact with some of the main features. I also liked it when you increase the volume or turn up the fan or modify the temperature, that you get these little pop-up windows on the touchscreen to sort of show you exactly what's going on. And the Malibu also comes with a rear-facing camera, which frankly I don't think I'm going to buy a car without one of these in the future. It's just way too useful to have. And then at the bottom of the center console, you do get a DC outlet along with a USB connection, which is really nice to have right here because that's probably where you stick your cell phone. There's also a small heads-up display in between the RPMs and speedometer, which I found pretty useful to use. And then up top, right above the rear view mirror, you get buttons to interact with OnStar, call for assistance, and then you have your indicators for the driver's side airbag and some other features around the car. One thing I didn't like is that the Malibu still comes with this pedal parking brake, which I really wish Chevy would just get rid of altogether. The two side mirrors also don't have any blindside detection, which was kind of disappointing. They've been in a lot of cars I've been renting lately, and I've really come to rely on them quite a bit. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about comfort. The Malibu does come with electronic controls for the driver's seat, including lumbar support, but the passenger seat has manual controls, which I guess is okay, because you still can adjust the seat quite well. And you can manually adjust the steering wheel both up and down and telescope it in and out. The back seat is pretty roomy. I have the front seats adjusted to a comfortable distance for a 6-foot adult, and I'm in the back seat, I'm 6 feet, and I had tons of room to sit back here. The climate controls are also really nice on this car. I found it really easy to get it to the right temperature, which I can't say for a lot of the other cars I've been driving lately. Talking about handling, I really like driving this car. It accelerates smoothly, and it's pretty tight around the corners, which was nice. But overall, I found it to be a very pleasant driving experience. Overall, I drove this for about 2 days, putting several hundred miles on it and doing a lot of that on the highway, and I was comfortable the whole time, which is a big plus in my book. So that's the 2016 Chevy Malibu. My goal is to rent about 100 rental cars, and this was number 18 on that list. Here's my top 10 so far. I don't think this car is as good as the 2017 Ford Fusion Hybrid Titanium, but I think it's easily better than the 2016 Chrysler 300, so I'm going to stick this car at number 10, replacing the 300 and putting Chevy in its spot. But I'll be running dozens of more cars in the weeks to come, so who knows how the Chevy Malibu will stack up over time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time when I'll be reviewing the 2016 Nissan Sentra.